Hi, I'm Brix5D and I used to hate on unkillable teams in the clan boss until I finally pulled my first Maneater and built my own 2-key Ultra Nightmare unkillable team. Now, before this video goes on any further, big shout out to Deadwood Jedi and all the resources he provides for us to make the clan boss building champs a lot easier. Now, I used to run this team and I've showed it in a previous video for my clan boss, Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare. It could 1-key the Nightmare and also do a 3-key on the Ultra Nightmare. But on the Spirit Affinity, it is weak. So when I pulled my first Maneater, I built him straight away to finally build a 3-key Ultra Nightmare just for the Spirit. I never thought I would pull a Geomancer who would make Ultra Nightmare a 2-key. And this team can do a 40 million, 42 million, 43 million on the Ultra Nightmare before they go boom. That's what I wanted to review in this video and show you, in case you're not aware, that with a Geomancer and a budget unkillable, you can actually 2-key the Ultra Nightmare. This is not quite popular because most people I see are still doing a 2-key or doing a 3-key with their budget unkillable teams. You can see right here, he has the Maneater and the Painkeeper and even a Geomancer, and he's still doing it 29. That's not the maximum. So a lot of people I see do a 3-key with the Ultra Nightmare budget unkillable, except they have a Fahrakin the Fat. Now this dude pushes your damage all to another level, and you can actually do a 1-key. There's a video out there by Deadwood that shows how you can do a 1-key with Fahrakin the Fat and Geomancer for that 1-key Ultra Nightmare. That's the goal we are all trying to reach, 1-key Ultra Nightmare one day. So let's review my 2-key Ultra Nightmare team. That is not really affinity friendly, but I try to put in 1-key before for void, and then I do my 2nd key when the affinity changes. For Geomancer, who is the most important person in the team, you can make your slow boy anybody, whether it's a poisoner or the Geomancer. But this is my build. I currently have a lot of crit rate, of course, because he is the damage dealer. Although people say his passive does the damage, so you don't really need to build him with a lot of damage. But I went all out to make sure the little damage he does adds up to the passive that he actually uses to do a lot of damage. So I'm just clicking through so you see. I use the L-Hades and tool extractor or artifact extractor to find the right tools for the right artifacts I needed to build this. I didn't manually go through my artifact to find all this. Awesome tool by L-Hades too. So he is my slow boy at 116 with crit rate 95 and HP at 44. So since he's the stun target, he's the person with the highest amount of HP in the team with a very low defense, so he goes really low and can take the stun. Accuracy enough to place his HP burn, which is needed for the passive to work. That's Geomancer, the most important person in this team. Shout out to Maneater and Painkeeper too, who are less important, I guess, because they are important, but they come up with, oh, I didn't show Geomancer's masteries. Yeah, let's take a look. Nothing special, just I go through a mastery that will enable him take more damage, especially this one. You know, he's taking more damage from when the allies are hit that first time. So any mastery that is going to make him take less damage, I try to avoid it. I even try to avoid the defense mastery because Geomancer has a lot of defense for some reason and more damage. For Maneater and Painkeeper, I guess you already have these builds if you already have them doing a 2-key. This video will help those who are trying to move their 3-key Ultra Nightmare Maneater budget unkillables to a 2-key stage. So speeds are 240, 241 standard. I try to build his crit rate 100% so it does some damage, but crit damage is not that high. 35 1000 HP and 3k defense. Whereas Painkeeper, she's on lifesteal because I don't want her to go down. Her HP needs to be up, and she doesn't do enough damage to sustain herself. So she's the healer, and the healer cannot go low. That's what I mean. So I have her in speed boots. Just try to get lifesteal to make sure she doesn't take the stun by error. So that's the build. HP. If you're not sure how to build this, please check out Deadwood's Jedi video, Budget Unkillable for Dummies. This is my first Ultra Nightmare team, and I was able to do it without any stress of trying to reshuffle gear. I did it perfectly the first time. I didn't do any wrong masteries or anything because I followed that video that gave me a guide, step-by-step guide on how to do it. So that's our masteries. Who else? Your poisoner can be anybody. Standard poisoner build. Where is it? 120. This is even too low. I think it requests that 175 to 178 for your damage dealers, for speed at least. For masteries, I'm supposed to calm down this defense, so I have counter attack, so he places more poison. But I use the other one so the poisons he plays can last longer. That's from my old build. And is there anybody else that I'm missing out? Painkeeper, Maneater, Geomancer. And for decreased defense, I'm trying to build this champion to be my decreased defense champion so I can stop using Razin. I'm trying to build this champion because she also places poison, so I can also take out what's his name now, Occult Brawler from my team. So with this champion in my team, when she's maxed and all, and masteries are all done, she will replace the role of Razin. Rightly, I'm using Razin. I'm still doing up to that 40. When I finally get her into the team, I will reach up to 50k. I'm sure of that because Razin places his decreased defense on only the second AoE instead of the first and the second. So that's why my damage is that low. I guess it's due to my speed, but I'm gonna just change him out because I really need Razin to be that speed for my main team. That's why I don't want to change his speed for my unkillable team. With that, I hope you can build yours unkillable teams to also do a 2-key on Ultra Nightmare 2. If you're a beginner player and you don't have a Maneater yet, remember I was there playing the game for 1 year and 6 months before finally pulling my Maneater. And while I was waiting for that, now I can do a 1-key of Nightmare with my normal team that is not unkillable. So it's not as if when you get unkillable all your problems are solved. You still need to change out some things and make some adjustments to make it work. So shout out to Deadwood Jedi again and all the content creators who are putting awesome content out there for the clan boss. This is my best part of the game. That's why I always like to highlight it. Check out my previous video I did about this team and how they take down the Ultra Nightmare clan boss and how I built them. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll be doing some champion reviews and champion guides for the champions I've built so far in the game that I've used for this long. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.